Today, we're going to talk about some cheap things that can make your cruise a whole lot better. Come check it out. Hey, everybody, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about cheap things that can make your cruise a whole lot better. So let's get right into it. The first thing is going to be a travel charger or charging cables, an outlet adapter, something that you can plug in where you can charge multiple devices so that you have all your things with you. What I used to do is I used to bring a big clunky plug-in device that had a long cord, and then I had all my separate adapters for my lightning cable, for my iPhone, my Kindle charger, a USB-C charger for our cameras and everything. And now I pretty much have one little block where I can plug everything in. It's from Anker. Anybody sells them. Tons of people sell them. But it's one thing I can pack in my bag that I can plug all my devices into so that I don't have to remember to bring a bunch of things. I know a lot of people forget and they think, oh, I'm going, you feel like you're at home, you just grab a couple cables. There's not USB on a lot of the ships by your bed. So a lot of times you wind up keeping things over in another area and you run out of things that you could charge at once. Next up is luggage tag holders. They are a lifesaver. One thing you notice is nowadays you have to print your own luggage tags a lot of the time. So when you go to print them, I see a lot of people putting like clear tape over them and spending all this time to make sure they don't get ripped, or not even realizing that and just throwing them on your bags and taping them on. Getting these luggage tag holders will save you. They last a long time, and you can keep them, and they are great, and they will protect your luggage tags. Next up, if you've been on a cruise in the last 20 years, you know that unless you're in a suite, the shampoo, body wash, and conditioner on the cruise ships is not the best. So something cheap is just get your own little bottles of shampoo, conditioner, or body wash, or even hand wash if you want to bring with you so that you have a better experience and you feel better. Because a lot of times you're going to be going to the beach and stuff and you're really going to want to shower and feel yucky and not feel yucky. So those are cheap things you could do. Cheaper. Sometimes people's shampoos are super expensive, but anything is better than whatever they have on the ship. I don't really care, but I know a lot of people do. Next up is Tylenol or Advil. If you need this on the cruise ship, it's going to be very expensive to get it. So just grab a couple travel. Usually what I do is I grab 5 or 6 travel packs of either Tylenol or Advil and throw them into my little bag where I have my toiletries. And that is a game changer if you need it. Next up is a really big one for me. It's a dry bag. You're going to be all around pools, the ocean, water slides, the whole 9 yards. It's really nice to have a dry bag that you can put your camera or your phone or whatever you're carrying around with you in there. Your cruise card. I've left my cruise card in my bathing suit so many times, and I get out and it like peels off, and I have to go get another card. So just things to think about, a dry bag. Next up, we'd love to ask you to subscribe. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. We're pushing. So please subscribe. We really appreciate it. We put out a video every day on cruising, and we would love for you to come along and join us. Next up is a pretty common sense one and a newer technology one, which is AirTags. They are not super expensive. Shockingly, you can get 3 or 4 of them for like $80. I love to put them. I'll put one in my backpack. I'll put one in my luggage. You can put one in your kid's pocket. You could do a bunch of things with AirTags, and it will track where those things are. And it really helps if you don't want to lose something. So AirTags are great. If you didn't get your luggage and they say to you, we don't know where your luggage is, you could pull it right up on your phone. Next up is a water bottle. Bring your own water bottle. I like to bring if you can, bring one of those collapsible ones. They're really nice if you go in. A lot of times bottled water is additional and you don't want to be running around looking for water all the time. That way, if you go to the buffet, you can grab a glass and fill up your water bottle because you're not allowed to put your water bottle under there for sanitary reasons. Next up is some kind of poopery or some kind of air freshener for your room. Believe me, if you're rooming with someone else, That is a game changer. Um, Definitely do that. Highly recommend. Next up, Downy spray. You are not allowed to bring an iron on board. Some people do bring steamers. I just don't. Oh God, I certainly don't want to carry a steamer on board the ship. I just don't want to carry that many things. So Downy spray, I think, is a really big help. You can shake things out, spray a little Downy on there, and then a lot of times what I do is I'll put it in the bathroom with me while I take a shower and get a little steam that way. Another great thing that's really inexpensive is bring some Ziploc bags. There's a lot of good reasons to do this. One, you could put your medications or things in those Ziploc bags. But once you get on the ship, you could use that as a pseudo dry bag if you just don't want something. Obviously, it's not, you can't take it in the water. But if you just want to have it next to you by the pool, throw your phone in there so it doesn't get wet if water splashes. It's also good if you have kids or anything and the kids are hungry and you want to grab like a couple cookies at the buffet or just have a couple things in your room so that if your kids get hungry or you get hungry and you need a little snack, it's in a Ziploc bag. It's not going to get dried out or anything really quickly, and then you'll have it. Another really fun one that's super cheap and easy are magnetic hooks or clips. This is one everybody talks about. All your rooms are metal. You can snap them to the wall. I always put my excursion tickets. I'll stick them to the wall so that I don't lose them or they don't go anywhere. I'll put my lanyard up there when I come back in the room. I hang my hat and some different things up on the hooks. They're great, great, great to have, and it will definitely make your cruise better. I recommend bringing your Kindle or your Nook, whatever team you're in, if you're team Amazon or team Barnes and Noble, whatever you do. I think it's great. I like to read a couple different books at once, and I don't want to carry a bunch of books with me. So having a Kindle gives me a lot of different options, and I can carry it with me in my pocket. Another one you will see people use, this is a kind of a newer one, are towel clips. These are a game changer if you're out on the pool deck or you're on the beach. They just clip your towel in place. They are great to have. Highly recommend them. They're super cheap. Something else to think about if you are on a cruise is having some type of night light, especially if you have kids. The motion activated ones are really great. If one of them needs to get up in the middle of the night and use the bathroom, as soon as they pop up, that night light will come on. And if you haven't been on a cruise, the rooms are dark. Even if you have a balcony, the rooms are very, very dark. So inside cabin, it's pitch black. So having a night light might help you get around the room if you need to at night. One of the things I bring with me all the time, I am susceptible to getting seasick. Even though I've been on all these cruises, there are days where I don't feel great. I will bring Sea-Bands. I don't know if they work or not, but it's certainly a placebo effect for me. And then I always recommend getting a prescription for some type of seasickness medicine like Meclizine or something like that. So you could just have it. If you don't feel great, you can pop one. I've had them now in my bag for like the last 5 or 6 cruises where I haven't had any issues, but I just have it in there just in case. And then last but not least, a backpack or tote bag for when you go off the ship. You definitely want to have something that you can carry your stuff around in and feel safe, like your passport if you bring it, or your sea card, your some money, your wallet, whatever you want to bring off the ship with you so you feel a little safer. Bring a backpack or tote bag. These are a bunch of things for pretty cheap that you can bring that will make your cruise better. Do you have any favorites that you like to bring? Let us know in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. We will see everybody tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great day.